We're initiating a podcast to provide information to patients, doctors, attorneys about management and treatment of injuries, whether they occur on the job, doing sports activities, motor vehicle accidents. We hopefully try to inform you of treatment options, the reason why symptoms develop, and provide additional information that would be useful to everyone. By doing this, I not only try to impart information to people that are interested, but hopefully I can educate myself. All of the opinions are those of mine and based on my understanding of the nature of the injuries and treatment. You should individually consult your own doctor or attorney for specific advice. So one of the most common things we deal with are motor vehicle accidents, which are occurring on an increasing basis, bringing forth the need for treatment. Just in the first 9 months of 2024, there were a total of 29,000 deaths from vehicular accidents in the United States. Which is a very high number. And of those, 7,000 were pedestrians that died. The reason for these accidents are a multitude of problems. The most common, of course, is impaired driving, the most common of which is alcohol related, but also could be due to marijuana, to sedative substances, narcotics, and others, which of course cause impairment in the judgment and can result in a motor vehicle accident. But we also have other causes. For example, distracted driving is increasingly a problem. People are on their cell phones and not paying attention, which causes that. We're also dealing with the fact that more and more in the United States, there's sales of larger and heavier vehicles, big SUVs, big trucks. These weigh more, and as a result, the impact can be more significant when a collision or accident occurs. Also, when you're dealing with trucks, for example, you're sitting at a higher level, which does improve your vision when you're looking down, but there's probably an increased incidence of injuring a pedestrian because you're not able to see things more close to you. We also know that newer vehicles, for example, electrical vehicles, are heavier because of heavy batteries. And again, this results in a greater weight of the vehicle, which can cause more significant injuries to that. So what happens when an accident occurs and you're involved in one? The most important is, if your vehicle is working, just get out of the road. Pull safely to the side of the vehicle, to the side of the road. And if there are injuries, you should immediately contact 911 to report the injury and hopefully await for help to arrive. If someone is injured on the roads, for example, a motorcycle driver, then it would be prudent that you help assist them to the side of the road so they're out of harm's way. A police report is important because it will document the nature of the accident and who may have caused the accident and so forth. So if a police report can be obtained, it is very important. But you then need to exchange information with the other party. California law actually requires you to give your driver's license, your insurance information to the other side. Never argue with the other side about who may have caused the accident, and never admit or sign any documents that you are the responsible party or agree to any form of payment. This should be handled later. But make sure you exchange information. It's very important to obtain good photographs of the area of the accident and also any damage to your vehicle and the other vehicle. And some people take videos, which are also helpful because that will determine the extent of the accident and injuries. If you're not transported to the hospital and you have injuries, it's very important that you seek treatment. You should probably go to the nearest emergency room. You can also go to an urgent care, but what I've observed a lot of times, the individuals in urgent care may not be highly trained in dealing with injuries, whereas if you go to a local emergency room, the doctor there is more trained in dealing with serious injuries, obtaining appropriate x-rays, and at least providing initial preliminary treatment. Then you should follow up for treatment with your own doctor. If you have neck or back injuries, you may seek treatment with a local chiropractor or orthopedic or spine specialist. It's very important to document everything. You should also be aware that car accidents can be fraudulent, so be very careful. You can detect that if somebody suddenly and unexpectedly stops in front of you in an accident and they're actually trying to instigate. Or, for example, you're trying to make a left turn and they wave you on saying, come on, but then all of a sudden they drive forward. So they're actually trying to cause the accident. So you need to drive defensively and be careful, because there are individuals that are perhaps looking for an accident. It's very important that after you were involved in an accident to inform your insurance company immediately of the accident and provide them with full information in that regard, and they will investigate it further. They can also then guide you to helping you in fixing your car, providing you with temporary car rental, and so forth. But regarding medical treatment, they're usually not a position to provide much medical treatment, although there may be some coverage on your insurance. It's best to seek, if you have an injury, just try to seek treatment on your own. Again, depending on the severity of injury, initially going to a local emergency room and then subsequently following up with your family physician. If you have a orthopedic doctor or chiropractor that you're familiar with, going there and seeking further treatment. I hope the information is helpful in providing you with information in the initial steps that you take following a motor vehicle accident.